Step into your shower tonight and turn the water on. Now imagine the whole thing disappears. No hot water. No shampoo, no soap bar waiting politely in a dish, no towel that smells like fabric softener in civilization. Just your skin, your sweat, and whatever the ancient world gives you. Most people imagine ancient humans as walking clouds of stink. Dirty hair, rotten teeth, bodies so unwashed they could scare a goat, but that picture is too simple. The truth is stranger. Ancient people did bathe. Some of them bathed obsessively. But they were not trying to be clean the way you are clean. They were fighting heat, insects, parasites. Disease, religion, status, and shame. Cleanliness was not just a habit, it was survival with better marketing. And here is the first twist. Soap was not the main character. For most of history, water, oil, ash. Sand, steam, scraping, perfume, and ritual did the job. Your bathroom is not the beginning of hygiene. It is the latest version of an ancient anxiety, the fear that your body is becoming unacceptable. Start before cities. A hunter comes back covered in sweat, blood, smoke, and mud. There is no bathroom, there is a river. So he walks in, cold water shocks his skin, dirt loosens, blood floats away, the smell changes. That may sound primitive. But the logic is still inside you. When you feel disgusting after a long day, your brain does not ask for philosophy. It asks for water, but water alone was never enough. Skin holds oil, hair traps smoke, clothes collect everything your day throws at you. And ancient people noticed something important. Some substances pull dirt away better than plain water. Wet ash could cut grease, clay could absorb oil, sand could scrub skin, plants could add scent, smoke could hide smell. Or create a new one. This was not modern chemistry, but it was observation. The body was a problem people solved with whatever the landscape offered. Then civilization made the problem worse. When humans crowded into towns, they created a new kind of dirt, not just mud, human dirt, garbage. Animal waste, shared water, sweat from strangers. The smell of a crowded city was not a background detail. It was the weather, and this is where hygiene became social. If you smelled bad in a tiny village, everybody knew. If you smelled bad in a city, everybody knew faster. Your body became public information. Ancient Egypt understood this deeply. The rich Egyptians did not treat cleanliness like a casual weekend project. They bathed, they shaved, they used natron, a natural salt, instead of modern soap. They rubbed oils into their skin. They wore perfumes because heat, sweat, and status were always negotiating. A clean body could signal order. A shaved head could help with lice. A good scent could say, "I am not chaos." That sounds vain until you remember the environment. Egypt was hot, insects were real, skin irritation was real, parasites were not waiting for a dermatologist appointment. Cleanliness was beauty, but it was also defense, and here is the part most people miss. Ancient hygiene was often less about killing germs. They did not know germ theory. It was about controlling what the senses could detect: smell, texture. Grease, itch, visible dirt. To them, those were the warning lights. Your modern shower says, remove bacteria. Their ancient routine said, remove the evidence that the world is eating you. Then, almost 5,000 years ago, the Indus civilization built something remarkable. At Mohenjo-Daro, archaeologists found the Great Bath. A large brick water tank with stairs leading down into it. It was not a private bathroom, it was monumental. Carefully built, waterproofed, important enough to sit near the heart of the city. We cannot know every ritual that happened there. But the clue is hard to ignore. Water was not just useful, water was meaningful. To step into water was not only to remove dirt. It could mean renewal, purification, a small rebirth before returning to society. This is why bathing appears again and again in human cultures. The body gets dirty, but so does the mind. Sometimes humans use water to clean both. Then the Greeks and Romans took the idea in a different direction. They made bathing public, social, architectural, almost theatrical. A Roman bath was not just a place to wash. It was a gym, a lounge, a meeting room, a gossip machine, and a status display. You could move through warm rooms. Hot rooms, cold pools, and open courtyards. You could exercise, you could talk politics, you could relax. You could pretend you were not covered in the same city dust as everyone else. But here is the weird part. Romans often did not clean themselves with soap the way you do. They used oil. They rubbed oil onto the skin. Then they scraped it off with a curved metal tool called a strigil. The oil grabbed sweat and dirt. The strigil pulled the dirty mixture away. Imagine finishing a workout, covering yourself in olive oil. Then using a metal scraper on your body. To a modern person, that sounds like skin care invented by a salad. But it worked, not perfectly, not hygienically by modern standards, but well enough that an oiled and scraped body could feel clean. And this changes the question completely. Ancient people were not too stupid to bathe. They simply lived inside a different technology of cleanliness. Your ancestors did not need cucumber shampoo to understand disgust. They understood dirt through the body, a sticky arm, an itchy scalp, a sour smell, a wound that looked wrong. A fly that kept returning. Those were ancient notifications. No phone required, but the bathhouse also had a dark side. Shared bathwater was not magic. Crowded public spaces could spread disease. Romans built impressive aqueducts and drains. But they did not create a germ-free world. A public bath could make you feel cleaner while still sharing invisible dangers. That is the uncomfortable part. Feeling clean and being medically safe are not the same thing. You know this already. A bathroom can smell like lemon cleaner and still have germs everywhere. Ancient people had the same illusion. Just with marble and steam, and yet we should be careful before feeling superior. Modern hygiene is powerful. But it also created a new obsession. You are not just expected to be healthy, you are expected to be odorless. Your armpits are expected to deny biology. Your hair is expected to smell like fruit that never existed in nature. Your skin is expected to look as if you do not live in a body. Ancient people wanted to control dirt. Modern people often want to erase proof that the body is real. That is a different kind of ritual. The bottle changed, the anxiety stayed. This is why a shower can feel emotional. You are not only washing off sweat. You are washing off the day, the argument, the commute, the embarrassment, the version of yourself that felt too heavy to carry. Water makes the boundary again, before and after, dirty and clean, outside and inside, not okay and okay. That ancient feeling is still there. Long before tiled bathrooms, humans stepped into rivers, pools. Steam and smoke because the body needed a reset, not just mechanically, psychologically. So did ancient people actually bathe? Yes, but not evenly, not everywhere, not always daily, not like a person standing under hot water while worrying about emails. Some washed in rivers, some used natron, some scraped oil from their skin, some entered great public baths. Some avoided bathing for periods because culture, climate, class, or belief told them to. There was no single ancient human bathroom routine. There was only the same old human problem. The body keeps producing evidence that it is alive: sweat, oil, hair, smell, decay. And every culture has to decide what to do with that evidence. Your shower is one answer. A Roman strigil was another. Egyptian natron was another. The Great Bath was another. A cold river at dawn was another. The next time you stand under warm water. Remember what that means. You are using a luxury most humans never had: instant water, controlled heat. Private space, chemical soap, a locked door. For most of history, cleanliness required effort, landscape. Community and sometimes ritual. You did not invent clean. You inherited a very old fight against dirt. Disease, shame, and time. And maybe that is why the shower feels so good. For a few minutes, the body stops being a problem. The world runs off your skin, and you get to begin again. So here is the real question. Would you survive 1 month with ancient bathing rules, or would your modern nose give up first?